For years now, I've wanted to set a world record. I just never knew what exactly for. I just kind of wanted to be in the book. Now, beginning of this year, I made a video about all kinds of different run records, and while researching for that, I thought I should just find a record and go for it. And I did. The Guinness Book of World Records has a lot of things that you need to think about before even attempting a record. For one thing, you have to request if you can attempt for it. I did, and it was approved, but at the time there were no races on, so I didn't even know when I was going to be able to try for it. Long story short, I was able to attempt my record at the half marathon in Amsterdam. The record that I was attempting was the fastest half marathon dressed as a supervillain. The time to beat, 1 hour, 49 minutes and 4 seconds. Now, I've run half marathons faster than that, but yeah, 1, that wasn't in a full suit, and 2, that was at least 2 years ago when I had a lot more time to train. Ever since baby Zane came along, yeah, I just don't have enough time to prepare like I would want to. So yeah, it was a little bit of an adjustment. Working on my speed means that I can't really film and take you along on my training runs other than filming some things with my phone.
I have about 2 more weeks left for my record attempt, which means I need to work on my speed. My marathon training plan actually calls for some more long distance runs, but yeah, with only 2 more weeks left, I need to work on my speed, so I'm doing a fartlek run today. It's dry now, it's been raining all morning. Let's hope it stays this way. All right, I finished my fartlek run. I put in 10 sets. I'm happy with the run. Didn't stay dry. I'm soaking wet, and it's not sweat. That's mostly rain. It's some sweat, but it's mostly rain. All right, 2 more weeks. We'll see if I can make it or not.
There were a lot of things to prepare for besides getting things ready for the attempt and putting in my run training.
All right, race day is getting really close, and besides having to work on my speed, there were some other preparations that I needed to make, one of which was for the suit. The suit came with a really small, thin zipper, and it was really hard to put that on myself because the zipper's on the back. I had it altered. There's a big zipper in here now, and I tied a shoelace to it so that I can actually put it on and take it off myself without having to ask other people for help. Also, I have to carry my phone with me, and normally I carry my flip belt, which is kind of awkward because it'll look weird with the suit. So I bought an armband for my phone that is magnetic, so I can easily take it off, put it on. I've had a bunch of these. They normally come in goodie bags and stuff, but yeah, I always give them away because I don't use them. I always use a flip belt, so I actually had to buy one now. Of course, I also have to train with the suit on. I've taken it out at night to not run into too many people, but not during the day yet. So today is going to be that day that I'm going to try it out and run in sunlight. All right, ready to run. All right, I just 2K at the speed, but a little faster than I need to. Okay, I must say, it is tough. It is tough. You have to breathe differently. You're able to breathe through this, but it's just a little weird. The one thing that I did notice that is a big difference from running at night is the sunlight. I can see through this mesh, but it does obstruct my view. But when the sun hits it, it's just bright white light that I see. So it's very tough to see through this when there's direct sunlight. I hope that's not gonna be a problem. I'm just gonna run the course and run with other people anyways, so it should be all right, as long as there's not a lot of debris on the road or obstacles that I need to avoid. Other than that, I think I'll be fine. All right, I'm just timing a couple of kilometers now, and so far I'm doing good on speed. It's a comfortable pace that I think I can keep up for the entire half marathon, and it's faster than I need to run it. So I don't think the suit is restricting me too much. Of course, it's a little harder breathing, it's a little harder to see everything, but other than that, I think I should be fine. I'm gonna run with a pacing group. I think we're just gonna try for the hour 45 minutes. I'm not too confident about my time, about my speed, because of the lack of training. I just don't have the time to go out on runs. The last couple of weeks, done a lot of night runs, just because that's the only time that I can find time to go out. But still, I think I'm gonna cut it close on the record time. So just to make sure that I keep the right pace, a pace that I can sustain, I think I'm gonna run with a 1 hour and 45 minute group. We'll see next week, but that's the plan right now. All right, I got a little over 5K in on my run, not all at the pace that I wanted, but yeah, I was filming and had to stop and talk a couple of times. But other than that, I have a good feeling of how the suit will perform in the sun. If it actually turns out that it's gonna be a warm day, chances are it's gonna be raining though. I have no idea how it's gonna perform in the rain. This suit's gonna be really heavy and hard to run in, but I guess we'll find that out if it does rain. Other than that, there are some other things that I'm gonna be doing to prepare for my run. So there are a couple of things that I'm going to be using to help enhance my performance. Now they're all legal and they're all products that I've talked about in videos before. The first one is New Brew. It's a powder that turns into a drink when added to water. It's full of vitamins and minerals. I take this every day anyways, and I'm going to take that in the week before my race. The other one is beet juice. I took this when I was doing my attempt to run a half marathon under an hour and 30 minutes. I do believe that it gave me some sort of an advantage. The beet juice itself says that the advantage can last up to 7 days. So the entire week I'm going to be taking bottles of beet juice, and of course right before my race I'll have a bottle with me. The other one that I'll be taking right before the race is Martin gel. It's like a sports gel, but it's time released. So like when you take vitamin C, that's time released. Works the same way. So instead of giving you an energy boost just all at once, it'll be a time release during the race. Now I'll take one right before the race. I don't think I'll be able to take one with me because I don't have pockets and it's going to be hard to take it with the mask on anyways. So just before the race probably. Before I made a video about the product, and right after that they stopped replying to emails. I think the company went bankrupt. I don't know what happened. I don't think you can buy it anymore, but I still have some left, and I do believe this gives you a great energy boost. So I'll be taking this the day before and right before the race, the day of the race. Also, I'll be wearing my Next Percent. I haven't worn these all that much. I think I've worn them twice so far, so even though they're going to clash with my costume completely, yeah, it's a good chance to wear these shoes. They're super light and super fast, so maybe it'll help.
I haven't felt nervous for a race in years, but this time I was a little bit nervous. I felt undertrained and I was unsure if the suit would actually slow me down so much that I was putting in all this effort for nothing. But I decided I was just gonna go for it and give it the best I could and just see what happens. Now I ran the half marathon in Amsterdam before in 2017. It was one of my first half marathons. And I took some gels beforehand that didn't agree with me. I started out too fast and I just had a horrible time the entire race. I kept running, didn't give up, and still crossed the finish line at 1 hour and 43 minutes. So that was in the back of my mind the whole time. Even though I had a really bad race, I still ended up running faster than I needed to now. Amsterdam was crazy busy for the race and parking was a nightmare. So I got to the corral with just enough time to change into the suit. Now for proof, I needed photographs. I needed a photo of me running every 2 kilometers. So in order to get that done, I contacted Rob from Rob Sports Photography, and he biked along with me and took pictures the entire race. Why not get the best guy for the job? All I needed was a picture of me in it as proof. They didn't have to be good pictures, but he did an amazing job. I got some really great pictures, especially considering that he did it while riding his bike.
All right, almost ready for the race. Let's go.
I planned on the pace group to keep me at the right pace, but the pace group for 1 hour and 45 minutes was actually in the wave behind me. Luckily, I had my watch on and I could use my watch to keep me at the right pace. I put it on over the suit and that actually worked out pretty well. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it was a tough race, I had a hard time, but by keeping a steady pace, I was able to sustain it. I actually ran a little bit faster than I planned to because yeah, you do get swept up by the other runners, and also the crowd was amazing. Everybody was cheering me on. Now, a lot of them who didn't know I was Venom actually called me Spider-Man, but still, everybody was cheering me on and that was a lot of fun.
Alright, I made it, and with time to spare. So, oh man, that was tough. But I'm here. I beat the record.
I crossed the finish line in 1 hour, 40 minutes and 57 seconds. 8 minutes faster than the previous record, so yeah, I was really pleased with that. I've collected all the proof, the photographs, the witness accounts, video. I'm sending it all into Guinness so it can be officially approved. But yeah, I beat the time and I set the record, so I'm really happy about that. I really hope that I make it into the book and maybe they'll add a little photo of me running in the suit. I'll keep you posted on that. Until next time, get out there and run.